is our crow's nest spud feature. What we're actually doing is going to grow potatoes in this basket. This is actually part of the display, so it isn't necessary for potatoes. What we've done in the bottom of this basket, lift it up a little bit, is we've just lined the sides there a bit, so we're going to line them a bit more. And the bottom is got some croaking in it. That's a mixture of our soil, which we're going to plant on. And what we do is we put the tubers in here, and as they cover them, and as the sprouts come through, we put more soil on, which is why we need to fill this up with more plastic. The compost we're going to be using is this one here, which is one we mixed up, approximately 2 parts soil, 2 parts compost, and 1 part peat. And that should be free draining enough, just give us enough to get these potatoes going. We've got some more we're going to do in bags as well. Now, just before we plant these potatoes, we'll show you how we chitted them. The potatoes we chitted last year, or earlier this year, we kept these over from the Christmas period. These are black spuds, and what we've done is we've kept them in the light to allow them to produce these shoots, which is called chitting. Now the next thing, oh, marvellous. Right, here's the potatoes we're planting in the baskets and in the bags. Now what we've done is we've chitted them, which is to encourage these sprouts to occur. Now they've been kept in the light to keep the sprouts short, and what you can see here is the main growing tip at the top, and then the little tiny bits that you see poking out are going to become stolons. That's where the tubers will form, because the potato tuber is a stolon, which is an underground stem. Now what we will be doing is planting these, and as the shoots come up, we'll be putting more soil on, so that it encourages the stem to get longer, produce more stolons. What we could have done is we could have darkened them, and I've got some historical pictures I'll show in a moment where I've done that with on a commercial scale, and by darkening a week or 2 before, you can get this to elongate. That way when you plant it in the ground like this, the stem is growing out this way, and then it will turn to grow up and it'll put out more tubers along the stolon. But we don't need to do that, and we didn't really have the time. So this is what we're going to plant. One more thing, you do need to be careful not to touch them too much, because they will rub off. In fact, you can actually rub them off and grow them. Now these were the black spuds, and these were the red ones. They're both chitted well, but these are particularly nice. Here we are, and this is where we're going to plant these chitted spuds. We're going to plant them in this basket. Just going to lay them down flat here. You can see that's in 3 laid like that. Don't worry about this pole, it's not essential, it's because this is part of a feature. And then what we've actually done here is we've lined this basket just there. We put some soil for them to sit on. There's obviously drainage in the bottom. Doesn't need too much, it's more or less to prevent the basket rotting. Put a bit more plastic in here. This is a plastic bag, I've just cut the bottom off. Now we're just going to cover them. You don't want much, about 1 inch, which is about 3 centimetres. Now, to encourage them and to prevent them getting poor light, because they want good light levels. I'm going to just fold plastic over. Now, several things you can do when you do it this way. Much better. Is it does get a little cold. You pull the plastic over, just give it a little protection. Or take the basket indoors. Because one thing potatoes don't like is frost. And if they poke their noses out the ground and you get a ground frost, then they have to start again. So, and as they grow up, we'll cover them and unravel this plastic.